Not everybody's a manager, but someday you will be a manager. And this message is specifically for managers. What I've found is a lot of times when people get into the first hire, the first time they get into that process of hiring a new employee, they make a lot of mistakes. And this is just one of those little ones that you don't think you have the ability to impact, but you do, and it has a significant impact on culture and morale. Have a listen. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, just to close this out, the last thing I think is nuts is when hiring managers, I've had hiring managers come in and they negotiate with new employees like they're buying a new product. And they're like, hey, I got the lowest price. They need to change that mindset. It needs to be, you're negotiating to have them feel the best about the company and the best about the culture and the best about themselves. And so when you're negotiating there, it's not to get the best price. It's to how do you get to the point where they feel good about what just happened, that they're coming into a company that cares about them, that values them. I've had people say to me, I want to make 65,000 a year. And I looked at them and said, okay, we're going to pay you 75. And they feel great about themselves. Because,
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I hope everybody can make the maximum amount they can make. And that little thing there is a story that they will tell their parents, they will tell their family, they will tell their, and they're going to be like, this company cares about me. This company, I asked for this, they gave me this. And somebody might look at me and say, hey, that was irresponsible with the company's money. Was it really? I mean, you now have a energized employee who loves the company. And, quite frankly, when you're looking at the kind of budgets we're looking at, that $10,000, that was a really good investment in terms of culture. All right, I'm sorry. So we spent a
No,
lot.
we can talk all day on those topics, which is good. They generate conversation.
Yeah, that was just the tail end of a conversation. It may look like Sarah didn't have a chance to talk, but we had a great back and forth last year on this whole topic of culture. And one of the things I learned early on is you think you're negotiating on behalf of the company, and that what the company wants you to do is to save money. And the reality is the company wants you to be a good steward of that money. They want you to build an effective team. They want you to steward the culture. They want you to build great morale. They want you to be able to get things done. And that's one of the things you're going to want to keep in your head as you're negotiating with somebody across the table. It's not a car dealership. It's not a winner take all kind of thing. This is one of those areas where you could win financially and lose in the long run. So think steward. What's the best way to get the best outcome with the money that you've been given to hire this employee? And I've just found over and over again that even the slightest amount, they ask for 50,000, you give them 52, can make a huge difference in morale going forward and how they feel about the company, how they feel about you as a manager. And it's great to get started off on the right foot.